And the critics' choice is Alan Kim Minari.
People Plan B and the other crew members. I hope I will be in other movies.
Hello, I'm Manushree.
And I'm Nawina.
And after so long, we are doing another movie review. So today we are going to be reviewing a Korean movie called Minari. And it was directed by Lee Isaac Chung and produced by Brad Pitt. So Brad Pitt is a very famous actor. And despite the movie having such a well-known actor as a producer, we actually discovered this movie because of our love for foreign films. And today we decided we would try Korean movies. We have also seen movies such as Parasite, just to name another really famous, well-recognized Korean movie. So yeah, and Nawin will tell you the story.
So basically, there's this Korean family that has moved to America, and they originally lived in Korea, then moved to California, and they were having financial problems, so they moved to Arkansas. And so basically, the father chooses a place with a house on wheels, and it's a big plot of land, and he chooses it because he wants to grow Korean vegetables and make money in that way.
And the father character is very well done. It reminded us of our own father because he has a passion for gardening, and so this father also had a passion for gardening, but money did not allow him to have quite the resources that a lot of passionate gardeners have. So yeah, one of the biggest points of this movie is we have a mother-in-law, which is the mother's mother who comes from Korea, and she's their only surviving grandmother. So we have two children, and these two children, Nawina and I, we sympathized especially with because they are foreign children who have grown up in America for most of their lives, and so the culture shock when a mother-in-law comes is just, they do it so well, and they put like a bit of comedy and everything. I don't want to spoil anything because I think the really comedic scenes I would like, for you to actually see. But we have a mother-in-law, and she doesn't pronounce a lot of words in English correctly, and we have the youngest boy who is like, she's not a real grandmother. She can't cook. She can't make cookies, and he likes playing pranks on her. And their relationship is a very sweet one, and I think the grandmother, the lady who plays the grandmother, did a really good job. She had that perfect, she was not your conventional grandmother. She had that perfect, homey kind of, just the entire, cozy grandmother feel that a lot of children haven't had the privilege to have grandparents. So the movie captured that perfectly.
So the main problems in the movie is basically, one, that they don't have very much money, and also the boy has a weak heart. We don't know what type of disease or what exactly he has because it's not mentioned, but we know it has to do with some sort of hole in his heart. And yeah, so basically he's not supposed to run. And over in the film they say, "Don't run, David," that's his name. And basically he spends time with his grandmother, and his grandmother teaches him kind of that you shouldn't be afraid to die your entire life, or else you won't live your life.
Yeah, so as I said, the grandmother's character is amazing. And one of the biggest parts of this movie is the clash between the mother and the father, and it's understandable, the mother's perspective. She wants a good life for her children, and they're already struggling enough, and so for the father to spend a lot of his money on farming, on something that might not even actually succeed, of course she would be upset. So she constantly threatens to leave him many times, and so it's about how they work through their relationship together. And yeah, and Nawina can speak about just the shots and just the music.
Right, okay. Basically, the name of the movie is Minari. Is that what I'm saying?
Minari.
Yeah. So it's literally just a plant. It's like this really good plant that's good for you, and the grandmother's obsessed with it and brings it.
Yeah, the mother-in-law brings it from Korea, and it's like a staple in Korean food. So, she just plants it. There's no actual organized farming for it. She just plants it at a creek or somewhere nearby their house. So yeah, and something I wanted to say is this story is incredibly simple, but it's shot in such a raw and realistic way that we're finding it both captivating and meaningful. So the shots are incredible, they're artistic, there's lots of nice colors, and there's not, it's not like there's extravagant music, but it's a good amount. And
there's just a subtle amount of music every now and then, and it's still really good music. So.
Yeah, but this movie was really nice, good family movie to watch.
So the movie had tiny scenes that were very relatable. There's one part where the grandmother brings home a bunch of spices that you could not get in Arizona, and they oh my god, Arkansas, right, okay. So they go and get for example chili powder. They get it, but it doesn't taste as good. And then The mother starts crying because the grandmother got chili
He brings
powder.
authentic, and that's something we do every time our dad goes to India. He brings like Indian snacks.
Yeah,
Indian
and also the
spices.
drink. The drink, there's like, we could relate because it was a drink that was really bad, but it was good for you. And we have a lot of
Yeah,
those.
and we can relate to that. And like, she had like dried fish. You know, we have like karavad and everything. So we have like dried fish, dried mutton that my dad would bring. So it was just they were really sweet moments. And so, and you know, Korean lifestyle is really similar to Indian lifestyle. Their language is a lot similar. Their values are a lot similar. Like the nuclear family type of aspect is, you know, a big part of India, and it's also a big part of Korea. So we learned a lot about that culture. So we rate this movie an 8 out of 10 because, I mean, it was great. It was worthwhile, but there were times when it was very slow. And so, since it was very slow,
Like tiny parts.
it was a bit of a hindrance for the movie to move along.
So my dad has a friend who's in the film industry. He's a director. His name is not director. He's a director, and his name is Karu Anamale. I hope I said that right.
Yes.
I'm blabbering.
Yeah. He's the one who suggested this movie to us. So thank you so much. We've had a lot of awesome movies suggested to us by Daddy's friends. So I really enjoyed this movie. It was incredible, just really great movie. And we actually found it on Amazon Prime. It was just $5, and I think the $5 was definitely worthwhile. So thank you so much, Anna Maleanka. We will definitely watch more movies that you recommend us, and I hope that our review was worthwhile to you as well. So yeah, and a quick thing we wanted to say is just the similarity between Korean and Tamil. We have a lot of Korean friends, and so we've already know that they call their parents Amma and Appa, and you know, to say like come here, they'll say Ingaba, which is the same thing we do in Tamil. So I thought that was just a very cool thing, and you know, it just makes me think. I mean, even though we all look so different from each other, I mean, we have things that make us similar to each other. So that was a sweet little moment of realization. But yeah, anyway, again, you would only know when you watch the movie. So please watch Minari, produced by Lee Isaac Chung and
No, directed.
Directed by Lee Isaac Chung and produced by Brad Pitt, and you will love it. So as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you watch other movie reviews. Thank you.